the Browns player who I thought initially, I saw a Browns player go down and grab the ball, and I thought it was like, okay, well, we missed the onside kick. And that guy was one of the first ones to come up off the pile. So that's when I was thinking, oh man, did we steal the ball away underneath the pile?
I was kind of hoping y'all would play them in the first round.
The Chiefs? No.
No. Y'all played the Steelers in the first round.
Oh, yeah, no. So a lot of Bengals fans were getting a lot of anxiety about the idea of potentially playing the Steelers in the first round, which, by the way, for that to have happened, we would have had to get the number 2 seed, and that wasn't happening. That wasn't happening. Like, it was almost a possibility, which we'll kind of get into, all that here in a little bit. It was almost a possibility, but, the Chiefs and Titans did not. The Chiefs and Titans almost lost, but neither of them ended up losing. So, I mean, best we could have done is number 3 seed. But we ended up getting to play the Raiders. So, okay. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, I will be too. I just wanted to happen because I wanted. I just wanted you guys to end your streak just like we ended our streak on against the Steelers.
Well, I'll tell you what, Thomas, we still have the opportunity to end a streak because have you ever heard of the curse of Bo Jackson?
No.
Okay, are you aware? You know Bo Jackson, like his career was cut short due to injury, right?
Yeah. You don't know Bo.
You know who was the team who injured him?
Wait, y'all injured Bo Jackson?
Yeah.
Y'all injured Bo Jackson?
Yeah,
y'all were the ones who injured him?
Yeah.
Oh.
And that was okay. So our last playoff victory was against the Houston Oilers, which that should tell you something right there. But our last playoff victory was against the Houston Oilers in 1991. The very next game was a playoff game that we lost, and that was the game that we injured Bo Jackson. And we haven't won a playoff game since that happened.
Bo Jackson.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't around for it, but I'm not happy about it either. But that game actually predates me. That game actually predates me by almost like about a year and 4 months.
I don't wonder they say y'all curse.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. The curse of Bo Jackson. So we do have the opportunity to finally end the curse against the Oakland Raiders. Well, the now Las Vegas Raiders this week. So it's just interesting how that's coming full circle.
I don't want to root for y'all no more.
But this was 31 years ago. It was some guy named Reggie, I think.
It's still, whatever. All right, fine.
It was sorry. His name was Kevin Walker.
I can't believe
he went to West Milford High School, which I briefly thought, well, there's a high school around here called Milford High School, and my wife actually went to Milford High School, and so I was like, oh God, did he go to the same high school as my wife? But no, apparently it's some high school it's West Milford High School is a high school in New Jersey, apparently.
Yeah, well, yeah. I can't believe he injured Bo Jackson. What a douche.
I was very upset when I found that out too. I was like, no, that explains why the football gods hate us.
Anyway, I have a feeling I should win this weekend, but that's besides the point. Let's get into this game. This preseason game.
Well, it was a post preseason game. It was a regular season exhibition game, is what it was, and it was only that, by the way, Thomas, because we rested all of our starters. What the hell were the Browns doing playing guys like Nick Chubb and Myles Garrett? I mean, if you want to win the game, that's fine. I'm just saying, like, if it's a meaningless game, why are you risking the health of dudes like that?
I don't, it's crazy. I want to say this. I think it was it was. This is why I realized when I said this during the predictions. Like, I was like, oh yeah, they're probably gonna win because Kevin Stefanski. And it's simply that Kevin Stefanski Like how? Like okay, here's the thing.
I think Zach Taylor outcoached Kevin Stefanski. We almost won that game.
Well, I mean,
There was like a 14 there was like a 14 not maybe not 14 minute, I might be exaggerating a little bit, but there was a very long sequence where the refs were trying to determine whether we recovered an onside kick or not. And
yeah, that was stupid.
it
Well, I
wasn't
mean,
entirely stupid because like the Browns player who I thought initially I saw a Browns player go down and grab the ball and I thought it was like, okay, well, we missed the onside kick, and that guy was one of the first ones to come up off the pile, so that's when I was thinking, oh man, did we steal the ball away underneath the pile?
no, I mean, but like I just thought that I thought Kevin Stefanski coached a great game considering the fact that he, I mean, Case Keenum's not that great of a quarterback.
He might be better than Baker Mayfield right now though.
Yeah, when he's not hurt.
Yeah, when he's not hurt, that's what I'm saying. Or when he is
But
hurt.
I mean, like, but I mean, well, the whole thing is that I just knew that Kevin Stefanski wasn't gonna go out with a loss because like he's on a hot seat, believe it or not.
That's stupid.
I know it is. It's not. He might not be on a hot seat with the organization, but he's on a hot seat with the city. So the city is like, oh, Kevin Stefanski, prove to us that you're a good coach.
I thought he already did.
Well, I mean, in Cleveland, you could be good and then you can just be bad again because people in Cleveland remember what you did wrong, but never remember what you do right.
Yeah. Well, I will say this was kind of a weird game. Brandon Allen did not look good, but he also didn't look like super like catastrophically bad. Like he was really inaccurate all day, and that was, I think, my biggest note for the Bengals is like, for the most part I felt like the Bengals played a pretty decent game with essentially like a roster composed of guys that we were fielding last year when we only won like how many games did we win last year? 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, like we only won 4 games last year. It was basically because the whole year we were fielding guys like this, and then like a brand new, fresh rookie Joe Burrow for 11 of those games, and then it was Brandon Allen. So that's the team that we were trotting out this week. So I felt like, considering the circumstances, they played better than I expected them to.
Well, I mean, the Browns played,
and then Brandon Allen.
Yeah.
In particular, like he was overthrowing dudes the whole day, and that was part of the issue. But he wasn't throwing dangerous balls, though. Like, I mean, he wasn't throwing interceptions, and I really feel like Brandon Allen proved to me that if for some, knock on all the wood I can possibly find, if something were to happen to Joe Burrow in the playoffs, then I feel like Brandon Allen could probably, with the full depth of the Bengals starters and like the whole real team actually playing, instead of like practice squad guys that can't like pick up for his mistakes and stuff like that. If Brandon Allen's playing with like the full go Bengals roster, I feel like Brandon Allen might be able to make some things happen enough to go win a game or something like that. Now, I don't know if we're going to be winning the Super Bowl with Brandon Allen, but I feel it made me feel somewhat confident just to see that he's not out there throwing picks and stuff like that. He had one play that should have been picked, and other than that, he was, I mean, he might have been inaccurate, but he was throwing either to his guy or nobody. A lot of the times it was nobody.
My whole thing is that for the Browns to play, for the circumstance the Browns have, they play really well. And Kevin Stefanski, like the playbook just looked completely different today or yesterday than it did any other game. Like he actually was running like the plays that he ran last year. I'm like, whoa, he ran his offense, and it looked good. Journey's looked good, and he's special. Honestly, man, if Case Keenum played all season, we would probably be in the playoffs right now.
Possibly. Yeah. I think you'd be in over the Steelers at the very least.
I mean, but here's the thing, though. Like, that's the whole point, though, is like that. Like, Baker should shut it down, but why didn't Baker shut it down? Was the question.
Well, Baker didn't shut it down probably because Baker didn't want to shut it down. Like Baker, you got to remember Baker's playing for incentives. Baker's playing for like his big extension and stuff like that. And also, I think he's got a sense of loyalty to his team, and he feels like if he's not in, then the Browns are gonna potentially suffer. And if I had to bet, Baker Mayfield probably doesn't believe in Case Keenum to be like the guy who wins them games. He probably thinks like if I'm not in, then the Browns aren't going to be winning games, so we need to go win games. And what should have happened, I think, is Kevin Stefanski should have been like, okay, no, Baker. Kevin Stefanski should have been the adult in the room and been like sit him down and be like, hey, no, trust me, I believe in Case Keenum even if you don't. And, you just need to get rest and get healthy, and, we'll try to, like, see what we can do without you. And if he'd done it early enough in the year, I think he could have come back and been and had a good, like, down the stretch kind of campaign and gotten y'all in the playoffs that way.
How do we not know that Kevin Stefanski didn't do that?
Well, because Baker still played. Like,
that's what I'm saying though. That's like I keep on stressing that. How do we not know? I don't know. I just don't know why, but I don't know why. But something's telling me that it wasn't Kevin Stefanski that want to keep playing. I don't like. It just doesn't make sense to me that Kevin Stefanski would be the one that's like, hey, let's keep on playing Baker Mayfield because he got to see it. He's a smart dude. Like I don't know. I don't know, man. It's just weird. The whole situation is weird to me. Like you already heard my theory, but I'm not gonna make accusations. I mean, as far as the game goes, though, I mean, like. Keenum did have that fumble that led to a touchdown. He had that pick, so I mean there was that. But I mean, like he didn't look bad. I mean, like I thought the playbook looked really well actually. I thought Kevin Stefanski, for them to be a team that wasn't playing for anything, for them to come out and win at least, like they could just lay down and die. You gotta give them credit because like I was expecting them to lose at first, but then like I was like, well, it is Kevin, and. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, he coached well. But I'm with you, man. They should have just, damn, could have, would have, should have, right?
So my perspective on this game is, I think both teams kind of more or less came away with a win this week. So like, the Browns came away with the actual win, and then
it don't matter to us. It don't matter to us. We want to do a win. We're gonna do a win. Now we're 8-9. Yeah, we're not in last place.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you were already not going to you were already going to have a lose. You clinched a losing season the week before, so it's like if you're going to get a win at all, you might as well get an actual win. So the Browns got a win, and then the Bengals, I think, like the Bengals played their backup players. And their backup players, I felt like, were really competitive and kind of fought to the bitter end with a mostly starting caliber NFL roster. So I feel like the Bengals backup showed that, hopefully we don't have to play all of them all at once, but if we have to play like one or two of them, we've got good depth, and that's, good going forward. And then on top of that, Thomas, if we had won this game, then the Bengals would have been the number 3 seed in the AFC. We lost, and we ended up as the number 4 seed in the AFC. And it's like, part of that's like, oh, well, you get one more team that you can play, and if you play them, then you get home field advantage over them. But importantly, the first round of the playoffs, winning this game meant we would have played the New England Patriots in the first round. We lost this game, and now we draw the Las Vegas Raiders, who we've already beaten, by the way. We beat fairly decisively. I mean, it was mostly a close game, but we kind of pulled away at the end, and the Bengals, like, passing offense was not anywhere near what it's been lately in that game. Like, Joe Mixon had a big day, and we won that game because of that. But so the Bengals didn't come away with like a win on the record sheet, but I feel they came away with a win by setting themselves up well for next week.
Oh yeah. Because
next week is the game that matters.
Y'all don't want to play Patriots in the first round.
I've already said I'm not scared of the Patriots. They just lost to the Dolphins, so I'm not scared of the Patriots. It's not so much that, it's just like, if I can pick a team to play, I'd rather play the team that is a lot, like I said, there's a lot of things going on here. There's the potential. It's like 31 years later, if we beat the Raiders, then we can end the curse of Bo Jackson by, finally, like beating it against the team it started against. That just kind of seems like a full circle kind of thing. Yeah. And then on top of that, the Raiders, I feel, are, a less good team than the New England Patriots. So if we're out here, if a big deal of Bengals fans right now is winning that first playoff game in 31 years, and I'm more confident against the Bengals' ability. I'm confident in the Bengals' ability to do that against either team, but the more likely team, I think, is the Raiders. So I think we kind of lucked out in the way that, like, everything kind of settled.